Hello everyone, this is the news. Iraqi Prime Minister Al-Abadi received Al-Jubair with his delegation in Baghdad. The two sides discussed cooperation on various fields. Main one is fighting against Daesh. Al-Jubair bleached Saudi Arabia's support to Iraq with this great war against Daesh. More than that, Jubair congratulates Iraqi forces with the latest victories against Daesh. We have the spokesman of the Iraqi Prime Minister Al-Hadithi refers to the agreement between Iraq and Saudi Arabia. For Iraq have Saudi Foreign Minister visit. Al-Hadithi adds that the Iraqi foreign and diplomatic ties achieve great, amazing and successing within region all over the world with prove the general support for Iraq. Foreign Minister Ibrahim Al-Jafari has meeting with the counterpart Adel Al-Jubair. Within this meeting, they exchanged the cooperation and the main settlement for the regional problems. Iraqi Foreign Minister hopes to have commercial and investment issues, in addition to rename the new Saudi ambassador in Iraq. We have a new agreement between Iraq and Swedish side to enhance electricity sector, also to develop the economic side. Swedish side so proud to help Iraqis to rebuild their new future.
I'm really happy to be representing the government of Sweden here today on this important occasion, and I think it further consolidates the relationship between Sweden and Iraq and ABB's continued presence in the country. And the agreement will be an important contribution to developing Iraqi infrastructure and indeed the whole country. The government and the embassy have continuously been involved in taking this project forward. It was also raised between His Excellency Prime Minister Abadi and His Excellency the Swedish Prime Minister Stefan Löfven when he visited Iraq last autumn. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank His Excellency Prime Minister Al-Abadi and their Excellencies, the Minister present here today, for their constructive cooperation in finalizing this agreement. The involvement of the Swedish government and the Swedish Export Credit Institution is another essential feature of making this deal happen. And of course, it also marks the importance that Sweden attaches to the project and our future cooperation with Iraq. It is my hope and expectation that we, through this agreement, undersigned by ABB and the relevant ministries here today, now have an effective and efficient partnership that can ensure, that can swiftly ensure the defining of concrete projects towards future development of Iraq. The embassy and the government of Sweden, of course, is ready to support as required. And I thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Your Excellencies, Ambassador, on behalf of ABB Group, I would very much like to thank the Iraqi government, the Ministries of Finance and Electricity, the support of the Swedish government and the embassy in Iraq, plus the Swedish export agencies, for helping us to put together this agreement, and which we signed today. ABB is very proud to be a partner with the Iraqi people in helping to bring forward the revitalization of the transmission and distribution network. We are ready to accelerate our commitment and to select projects in the very short term which will help the government to fulfill the needs of the Iraqi economy by working on critical projects. So from ABB perspective, we are committed. We're very proud that we have been in Iraq for many years, since before the 1960s. We have stayed through all of the bad times in Iraq, and we continue to look to the future and want to be a vital partner for the Iraqi government and people for the development of the economy. And hence we are fully committed to expanding our local resources in Iraq. We see that many of the opportunities to execute the project, to serve and to look after the long-term life cycle of the projects, to be done by our ABB Iraq people.
We have Secretary General of the Cabinet, Mahdi Al-Ala, confirmed government side in providing services to the citizens of the liberated areas and securing their basic needs, clarifying this will be after liberating Mosul. This had taken place in a meeting between Al-Ala and the German envoy for economic and financial affairs and the German ambassador in Iraq. Both parties discussed the possibility of carrying out projects to rebuild the infrastructure of Mosul after war. We have the engineering forces of the Popular Mobilization completing the opening blocks and building fortifications in the areas and villages liberated within 4 days before. In Mosul, media of Popular Mobilization forces stated that the field engineering had continued with the efforts dismantle mined and bombing houses in the liberated areas. Democrats elected the former Secretary Tom Perez as a chairman to rebuild the party and to head the opposition against the Republicans' President Trump. We have Syria's ambassador to the UN, Bashar Jafari, asked all parties and side present the round Geneva talks to condemn a deadly attack on Homs, otherwise be a side of terror. More than that, he adds, who killed Syrian will be punished for having more than 42 civilians dead and wounded. We have a front opening of Sham gives a statement to be responsible upon this great explosion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end. Thanks a lot for being with me. Thanks a lot. Good night.